between the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Giants. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard. Line.
Hughes on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Zach Brown coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. They'll run for it. Cook. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Cook. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 36, Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down.
Right there. 54.
To throw is Cousins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
He's coming. We got double up.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Hey! You don't want it. 58's the money. 58's the money. On the ball.
Jones now on 3rd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. First down, here's the run with Cook. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
From the 38, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit down.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards and a Giant first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Skate 3. 218. Chop. Get it.
They'll run on first down. Barkley And he's taken down inside the 30. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
15 more yards. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Vikings 14.
On the double.
Giants nothing.
Protein spill. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
On first down, Barkley trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the Vikings 29-yard line.
Set. 60 yard. General West. Ready.
Now a give, right side, Barkley. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Gain on the play leads to second and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Now a give, right side, Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Only a yard there, so it brings up fourth and goal. Okay, CD, second quarter, look at their deficit and where they're at on the field. They're going for this, right?
I think that they are, because down at this point, they've just made that big move. Ride the momentum wave while you can. I know people think, hey, you got to get some points here. Hey, you're riding it big time. Go get it done.
And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Hey, no, easy.
Looking to throw on second down. Cousins. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. Third and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
On third down, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 30, 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 82 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Tavecchio good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Throwing on first down, Jones. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Cousins gives way to Cook. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. You got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. But if you get careless with the football, look out.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down.
Bravo.
Now Cousins on 4th down. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Zach Brown. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Jones is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Jones. And Ingram holds it in. 17 yards and a giant first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 27-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Throwing, Jones. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And the ball is knocked out. And this belongs to the Vikings. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
On third down, Barkley. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Let's go, B. Big series.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 14-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
At the 16-yard line.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Watch the slant. Watch the trip.
And they give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
It's 3rd down and 12.
Ready. 8, read. Here we go, D. And 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Here we go. Smith. 58 to Mike. 58. 58 to Mike. Go. 58's to Mike. Get.
Now Jones to throw on third down. He completes it to Tate. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Second and goal from the 1.
Ready.
They'll try to pound it in with Goldman. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
Could not block that one any better. Everyone was accounted for, and a great surge by the offensive line.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Take over first and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If any...
Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Rosas to add the extra point.
Brandon, so many defenders are former offensive players in a past life. You know how much fun they have when they pick off a pass and get a chance to relive their offensive days. Take it from defense to offense. They love waltzing into the end zone doing exactly that.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. Now Cousins. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Here we go.
First down.
Here we go, 48. Tackles.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
From
the 39, Jones. And he rifles one incomplete.
Jones pass intended for Saquon Barkley. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Squeeze, double. Mike 54.
Back to throw. Jones. He's got his man. This is Tate. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. Jones now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. This is Barkley. And an alley to run. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 34 yards. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead.
That long run for a touchdown is a great example of if you get it back to the 2nd level, anything can result, and it's usually something good.
Rosas true blue on the extra point, and they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel, but they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4.
Mike 52.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And Diggs has it. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Set it. Mike 54. Hey, 382. Hey, 50.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Running for it. Here's Cook. And taking